Hi everybody! So today we're going to be reading set 1 story 4 from our Get Writing books, and that's for the green Get Writers. So today we're going to be reading The Spell. We're going to do the reading book and then we are going to do the writing activities straight afterwards. So let's start and have a little look at this story. So here we are, we've got set 1, story 4, and this story is called The Spell. I think you'll know what a spell is, don't you? And there's a clue here because there's a witch and a cat who's looking very, very confused. And there are these strange kind of sparkles around the cat, which makes me think that the witch has put a spell on the cat. Oh my goodness. Let's have a look inside the book. Okay, so we can turn the page over. We can have a little look first of all at our speed sounds here. And you can see that there are some circles around some of the speed sounds on our chart, and these are the ones that we need to look out for. There are tricky ones. So having a look in this box here, we can see that there is a f sound. It's just that it's a bit of a longer sound. So we've got two F's together, still making a f sound. Okay, so we look out for that one. We've also got this double ooh sound, so it's just a bit of a longer ooh sound, so we'll look out for that one. If we go along, we can see there's a circle around this one, and that is the f or v sound. We see that in our red word the, and we can also see it in words like with. Okay. All right, and then we've got the ng sound is going to show up in this story somewhere as well, so keep your eye out for those. And then there's a couple down here that might be a bit new to us. This one with a w and a h, a w and a h next to each other. That still makes the sound w, w, w. And we try not to put too much of an on the end of our sounds. This one's a bit hard to do, but you still just say w. It's quite a quiet sound, so you'll see that in words like when and what. Okay, and then here we've got an alternative ch sound, and you can see this at the end of the word witch. You can't really hear the t very well. If you have a look over here, you can just about see it. W-I-ch, witch. So we don't say w-it-ch, witch. Which, that's really hard to say. So we just go w-i-ch. Okay, so if you see those 3 letters making one sound, it's a trigraph, 3 letters making one sound, and it says ch, ch. Okay, all right, let's have a little look at our green words. Let's see what we've got here. Green words today, let's have a look. Okay, let's see if we can do these together, everyone. So I think I'm going to have a turn, okay, and then I'm going to leave a little pause for you to have a try. Fred is here and he is listening. Shall I see if I can find him? Okay, you wait just there for a moment. I'll see if I can find Fred. Where are you, Fred? There you are. There he is, everybody. There's Fred. Hi. There we go. Told you he was listening. All right, let's give it a go. So, Fred, let's have a go at this first one. Itch, witch. Your turn. Good job, well done. Okay, this next one. Oh, there's that long f sound. Oh, off, off. Your turn. Well done. This one. Ooh, will. Very good, well done. This next one. whisk, whisk. And there's that funny sound with the W and the H there. I'm going to have one more go. Whisk, whisk. Very good, well done. A new word for us, not a very common one to see. This one, or n, n, then. Brilliant. You have a turn. Great work. Here we've got wing, wing. Excellent. Off, moth. Lovely Fred talk. Well done. Remember to say the word at the end. Slug, slug. Very good. Now we're going to have a look at this and try to read in syllables. That means breaking it up into two pieces. So it's quite a long word. So we're going to start by reading this first bit here. Cob, cob. Web, web. Cob, web. Then we're going to squeeze it together and we get cob, web, cobweb. You have a turn. Good, well done. A bit tricky, so make sure that you just try to see with your eyes which bits you could break up. Okay, well done if you've got cobweb. We're going to have a little look at our red words. There's a few in here this week. Fred, you don't like these, do you? Because you can't. Fred, a red. Oh, it's okay, Fred. Don't worry. We'll help you to learn them. So this one, the. We're all really good at that one now. The. You. I. Said. Be. Of. My. Let's do them backwards. My. Of. Be. Said. I. You. The. Excellent work, everyone. Well done. Fred, you're going to have to hop off the page there because we need to turn over. Thank you. Okay, let's turn over and have a little look at the beginning of our story. Now then, so it says we've got lots and lots of new vocabulary. So here, vocabulary just is it's a bit of a fancy word for lots of different words. Okay, it's for the language that we're using, the vocabulary for the words we're using in this particular story. So here's the list of words here, and on this side it tells us what they mean. So we'll have a quick look through. So we've got this one, cast, which means to make a spell. I will cast a spell on you. It's starting to sound like a witch now. Here we've got, this is a bit of a funny word, because if I sound it out, it says and wand. But that doesn't sound like a real word. So what does it sound close to? What things do witches use that sounds a little bit like and wand? I think wand. So this in here, this is a bit of a red word, guys. Don't let it trick you, okay? Wand. Okay, so we know what a wand is. It's a magic stick used to cast spells. I will whisk my wand. Whisk it. That means do it round and round like this, doesn't it? We usually say wave my wand. This is saying whisk my wand. Okay. Okay, this word says moth, moth. And a moth is a kind of nighttime butterfly. The wing of a moth. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Slug, slug. A snail without a shell. A slug is a snail without a shell. And it says here, a fat slug. Maybe there's a fat slug in the story. Okay. Whisk, whisk. So in this story, to whisk the wand means the same thing as to wave the wand. I will whisk my wand. So it's kind of a quick wave. And then we've got that 2-syllable word. Cob, web, cobweb. And it's a trap that a spider makes, isn't it? A spider's trap. Okay, we're going to look out for our capital letters in the front of the name Stitch. Stitch is the name of the witch in this story, so it will always have a capital. And then there will be capital letters at the start of sentences. We're going to see full stops at the end of each sentence, exclamation marks to show anger and surprise, and we're going to see these ellipses, which means we have to wait and see what's going to happen next. Exciting. In the introduction to this story, it says, the spell. Who is the tidiest person in your house? Meet Stitch the witch. She is a very fussy witch and likes her home to be clean and tidy. Stitch the witch is cross because her cat has left paw marks on her bed. You know who else leaves paw marks on the bed? I bet you can guess. No, I don't think it's you, Fred. I don't think you hop on the bed. I think I know who it is. It's Rita. That's right. She leaves paw prints everywhere. Anyway, this witch has got a different plan. She says, rather than just tell her off, like your mum and dad would do if you had made your bed dirty, she casts a spell on the poor cat. And here you can see she's mixing something. And in the speech bubble, it says, mix it up, mix it up. I think she's making her spell. Oh my goodness. Oh dearie me. So we're going to turn over now. I'm going to have a little look onto the next page. Let's have a look. Turn it over onto the start, which is on page number 8. So have a little look. Oh dear. Can you see how angry that witch looks? Oh my goodness gracious me. I'm thinking I've missed a page maybe. No, I haven't. There we go. Alright. So we can see here there are speech marks as well, which means these words in between the speech marks are words that someone is saying. So I'm going to try to use some expression when I say these words. You bad cat. I knew to say it like that because there was an exclamation mark, which means she's angry or surprised, and I can tell by the picture she is angry. You bad cat, said Stitch the witch. Okay, this is the scary bit, isn't it? Where she says, I will cast a spell on you. I will whisk my wand. Then you will be a frog. Oh, well, that's not so bad, is it, Fred? No one minds being a frog, unless you're supposed to be a cat. Oh dear. Let's see what's next in the story. I hope that she doesn't turn the cat into a frog, do you? Goodness me, I'm a little bit worried for the poor cat. Let's see. She's going to mix up her spell now. Let's have a look. Oh, the wing of a moth. Wait and see. In the pot. 6 cobwebs. 6 cobwebs. In the pot. The leg of a rat. In the pot. A fat slug. In the pot. Just put all those things in the pot, and the poor cat is just watching what's happening. She's got a very mischievous grin on her face. Oh dear. I don't think I could ever turn Rita into a frog, even if she put muddy paw prints everywhere. What is she saying here? Speech marks again. Mix it up. Mix it up. Oh, goodness. Let's try to work this one out together. Abra, abra, ad, abracad, abracadabra. Mix it up, abracadabra. Ping, ping. Look what happened. The cat did not get turned into the frog. Look who got turned into the frog. Oh dear me. I think that witch's spell backfired on her and now she is a frog. What do you think, Fred? You can't talk to her though, Fred. She's not real. Goodness gracious. Look at that. I'm going to have a quick look at our speed words, everyone. Who thinks they can do these really fast today? So we're going to have a try at going along the lines to start with, okay? All right, here goes. Are you ready? Stitch. Witch. Will. Of. Whisk. Then. Wing. Moth. Slug. I. The. In. You. Said. Pot. Slug. Fat. Pot. Cobweb. Mix. Okay, I wonder if this time you can say the words that I point to. And this time I'm just going to go in and out of order in all different directions. Okay, are you ready? Brilliant work. My goodness me, there's no catching you out, is there? Well done, everybody. Very good. Now then, let's have a little look back through our story. I wonder if we can have a think. What did Stitch the Witch want her spell to do? Let's have a little think. What did Stitch the Witch want her spell to do? Let's have a look. What does she want her spell to do? Oh, this is what she wants it to do. Can you see in this picture here, she has got a thought bubble. So a speech bubble is one that comes and it's normally got a little arrow and then the words are inside the box. But this one is a thought bubble because she's got little bubbles coming up from the top of her head, which means she's thinking about something. And in her mind's eye, in her thoughts, is a picture of a frog. So we can tell from this page that that witch is thinking, I want this spell to turn the cat into a frog. I don't think she was thinking it would turn her into a frog. Are you? Don't think so. Goodness me. I wonder what the cat thinks about this. Now, I think that we need to write down some power words, some wow words. So I'm going to get a whiteboard and a pen and we're going to have a little go at writing down some. Okay, so I wonder if you could have a go at doing this activity as well. So I'm going to draw my best cat. Let's have a little go here. Can I draw a good cat today? I might just draw his head, maybe. He's not happy, is he, this cat? He's very worried, actually. So he's got a bit of a worried face on. Poor cat. Now, all around my picture of my cat, I'm going to have a go at writing some words. He looks a bit funny, like a floating head. Maybe I do need to give him a body as well. There we go. And he can have a tail sticking out. There we go. Maybe some little paws here and here. Is that better? There we go. Okay, so this poor little cat is not feeling very happy at all. So I wonder, he's not happy, which would make him sad. But I think we could do better than that. I want you to imagine, how would you feel if you knew that someone was about to turn you into a frog? My goodness, I wonder if you've ever had this word before. Horrified. Horrified. Brilliant word. It means even more than scared. So not really sad at all, but actually really horrified. Another one that's a bit like horrified is terrified. Oh, very scared. In fact, I think I'd be running away if I was the cat. I might write down here, scared. Oh, scared. Very, very scared indeed. So I've got horrified, terrified, scared. Oh, another word that means the same as all of those things is frightened. I'm going to write that one up here. There's my I sound right in the middle. Frightened. Ooh. Frightened. There we go. Frightened. Okay, so we've got frightened, horrified, terrified, scared. Oh, goodness gracious me. I wonder even if it might feel anxious. Maybe anxious, frightened, horrified, terrified, scared, anxious. I wonder if you could have a go at drawing yourself a frightened, horrified, terrified, scared, anxious, a little bit sad cat. Have a little try at that. You can pause the video here so that you can have a little go at that activity and then start again when you're ready. Okay, hello again everybody. Well done if you made a picture of a terrified, horrified, scared, very sad cat. I can't wait to see those pictures. Next, you are going to need your green Get Writing book. Okay, so if you haven't got it, you can pause the video now and go and get that. And you will need a writing pencil. Okay, so again, pause the video now if you need to go and get yourself your green writing book and your pencil. Okie dokie, so you should now have your green Get Writing book and you should be turned to the page where it says Green Storybook 4 up here and it says the spell. Okay, if you need to double check, that is on page number 8 and you can see the number in the little star at the bottom corner of the page. Okay, so my green Get Writers, you are getting very, very good at doing the hold a sentence activity now. So we normally do a sentence and I will write it on the board for you. But today I'm just going to say the sentence. I'm going to say it for you 3 times before I tell you to pause the video for you to go and have a try at the sentence. Then when I come back on, so when you press play again, then you'll be able to check and see if you got your sentence correct and how closely you got it to be just the right sentence that I said. So I'm going to say the sentence for you 3 times. Before I say it 3 times, we're going to have a little look in our checkbox for all of the things that we need to make a great sentence. Okay, so we're going to need a capital letter, and we're going to need finger spaces, and we're going to need a full stop. Okay, so this first sentence is: a rat in my pot. A rat in my pot. A rat in my pot. Pause the video now. Off you go. Okay everyone, now that you've had a little go, you can have a check and see if you got your sentence correct by looking at this one up here. So we can see there's a capital A. You can give yourself a little tick if you gave yourself a capital at the beginning of your sentence. A rat was the next word. In my pot. Did you give yourself finger spaces? Let's hope so. You can give yourself a little tick if you did. Did you remember the full stop at the end? Really well done if you did. Okay, moving on to this next box. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to cross out the A that's just there. And instead, this sentence is going to start with capital letter and word I. Okay, so I want you to change the A that's there and write I next to it. Okay, your next holder sentence is going to be just a little bit more tricky, and I'm not going to write it down for you to practice. So remember, if you need to, keep saying it to yourself out loud as you write down the words. Okay, I'm going to say the sentence for you 3 times. Here we go. I will put a fat slug in my pot. I will put a fat slug in my pot. Can you say it back to me? I will put a fat slug in my pot. Very good. Okay, it's time for you to pause the video here whilst you write down the sentence. Okay everybody, well done. That was a longer one and a little bit more challenging. Let's see. Now then, if you got your capital I at the beginning, really well done. You can give yourself a little tick just above there. Now here you can see the word will. Do you remember from our story there was that long all sound? I wonder how many of you remembered to use that long all sound. You can have 2 little ticks if you did. Well done. I will. Now then, this is a red word, isn't it? Red word put. Some of us like to write put. If you got this red word spelled correctly, P-U-T, then you can give yourself a little tick just above here. Well done. Okay, I will put a fat slug in my pot. Did you get the full stop as well? Well done if you did, and if you got finger spaces you can give yourself a little tick. If there was something you needed to remember, so if you forgot something, then you could put a circle around the thing that you forgot. Okay, so if I had forgotten my full stop at the end here, my rubber's going to work very well. If I'd forgotten that, then I could write a circle around here to remind me next time that I need to remember my full stop. Well done everybody. That was a much more challenging sentence today, so really well done if you got that. The next thing we're going to do is move on and have a little look at our proofreading. So proofreading means that you are the expert. Someone has had a try at writing a sentence here. Maybe it was Fred, I don't know. Someone's had a go and they've made some mistakes. They've made some errors. And in this one, we can see that it says we need to correct 4 errors. That means we need to put right 4 mistakes that have been made. So it says that we are looking for a capital letter that's not there. There should be a capital letter in there. We are looking for 2 words that have the wrong sounds, 2 spelling mistakes, and we're looking for where we need to put a full stop. So I'd like you to go away and have a go at that proofreading. That means pause the video now and come back when you're ready to check. All right, everybody, let's have a little look. Who remembered a capital I? So I, when it's on its own, it's always a capital, and especially when it's at the beginning of a sentence. So there's our first bit that we needed to do. We found where the capital letter goes. I will. Do you remember? There's that special double all sound again. I will cast a spell. Both of the spelling mistakes were because the person who wrote this sentence only put 1 L on the end of those words when it needed to be 2. So well done if you found those 2 spelling mistakes. You can give yourselves a tick there. And of course the easy bit at the end, we all know where to put a full stop. Really well done if you got those 4 errors and you corrected them today. Give yourselves a hip hip hooray, and I look forward to seeing you for part 2.